I'm Shay Moloney.
And I'm Jack Becking, and this is the CPS360 Sports Show. Today we'll look into recent sports news on a local and national stage, plus a special feature from the world of sports medicine.
The Kansas City Chiefs played on primetime last week on Monday Night Football, escaping the New York Giants with a 20-17 win and evening the record to 4-4. Patrick Mahomes began the night with an interception in the end zone, but bounced back to finish the game with 275 passing yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill was his favorite target as he reeled in 12 receptions, including a 6-yard score in the first quarter. The Chiefs' defense had one of their better games all year, limiting the Giants to 17 points and coming up with multiple crucial stops towards the end of the game.
This past Saturday, the Missouri Tigers took on the Vanderbilt Commodores with a 37-28 win to add on to their 4-4 record this year. Mizzou will attempt to have a big upset against the SEC East champions Georgia Bulldogs on November 6th. With a tough schedule coming up, the Tigers will have a hard chance at making a bowl game this year, facing both Arkansas and Florida, who have been ranked. It will be a hard schedule, but hopefully Mizzou will pull out some wins and surprise the country.
Last week, both the Hickman and Rockbridge volleyball teams won their district championships. The Cupies knocked off the number 1 seed Timberland, while the Bruins took care of business against Elias. Hickman then lost to St. Dominic in straight sets in the first round of the state tournament, while Rockbridge defeated Lebanon and then Nixa to advance to the semifinals of the state tournament in Cape Girardeau, which they then lost to Lee Summit West. The Bruins ended their season with a 4th place finish.
The Hickman Cupies football team took on the Hazelwood Central Hawks after Hazelwood was rejected the ability to host their district game because of their COVID restrictions. The home field was granted to Hickman. Although the Cupies would go on to lose the game 37-14, the Cupie fans showed out and made a great environment for the eventual last game of the season.
We decided to ask high school students about their early prediction to win the NBA Finals.
Here's what they had to say.
I mean, it's definitely not going to be the Lakers because Russ sucks and LeBron sucks. I've got the Nets because KD plays really good and, Harden and all that. They're really good, so they will win it.
We got the Sacramento Kings, baby. Buddy Hield's doing it all. De'Aaron Fox doing it all. Kings all the way. Kings in 6, baby. Let's go.
The Golden State Warriors are going to win the NBA championship this year because the Warriors are led by Stephen Curry. Klay Thompson's coming back from injury. Draymond Green's looking amazing, and I think Steph Curry will lead the Warriors to a championship this year.
I'm taking the Miami Heat because I'm a Heat fan, and Tyler Hero is the best player in the NBA, so it's a proven fact. He averages like 45. He doesn't, but he's going to. Go Heat.
The Bucks are going to win the NBA Finals because Giannis Antetokounmpo is on my fantasy team.
I think the Chicago Bulls are going to win because they had the best offseason and they're the hottest team to start the season.
Here's Stephen Gibson with John Warner Middle School football highlights against Olis.
On Thursday night, the Olis Tigers took on the John Warner Grizzlies in some middle school football Thursday night action. The Tigers are currently sitting at 4-1, while the Grizzlies are hoping to end their season with success as they are currently 1-4. On the very first drive, Grizzlies corner Donovan Paris forces a fumble that is recovered by the Grizzlies' Tyler Abel, who is brought down at the 7-yard line in Tiger territory. The Grizzlies are unable to capitalize and turn the ball over on 4th down after being swarmed by Tiger defenders. To start the second quarter, Tigers, led by the rushing attack of quarterback Brennan Hervey, were able to continue to move the ball into Grizzly territory. On the following play, Hervey shows off the cannon and airs it out to Ethan Beckvar for the 38-yard touchdown to get the Tigers on the board. The Grizzlies did not lose hope, and on the opposing drive, quarterback Jack Alexander completes a deep pass to receiver Sullivan Adams for a 24-yard strike. But on the very next play, Alexander is picked off by Ethan Beckvar, who is showing that he can make plays on both sides of the field for the Tigers. Tigers running back Dominic Abadi takes off on a nice run, breaking tackle after tackle before being brought down by Grizzly defender Tyler Abel. But Hervey throws the interception of his own, being picked off by Garrett Karowski of the Grizzlies. Starting the second half off strong, Abadi continues to show off the legs, picking up a big first down for the Tigers. After continuing to move the ball, Hervey calls his own number and dives in for the Tiger touchdown, making it 16-0. After another Grizzlies turnover on downs, the Tigers get the ball back and score once again on a nice run by Abadi. The Grizzlies were never able to get the ball moving and end up losing this game 22-0 against the Tigers. The Grizzlies finished the year off 1-5, while the Tigers finished 5-1 with the second best record of all middle school teams in Columbia this season.
And here's Ryan Buckley and his highlights over the Rockbridge versus Battle varsity volleyball game and the Rockbridge versus Battle soccer game.
The Rockbridge varsity soccer team takes on Battle at home for senior night. Rockbridge comes into the night 12-8, led by Cooper Allen, Andrew Copeland, and Max Youngerman. Rockbridge takes an early 2-0 lead in the first 10 minutes of play. Rockbridge has 6 starters out for this game. Cooper Allen dribbles the ball up, passes it back to Sam McCrary. Cooper Allen again with the ball. Cross pass to Nick Snyder as he has the ball. Pass up to Max Youngerman. Max Youngerman dribbles around the defender. Max Youngerman, man on him. Back to Zach Wu. Zach Wu's pass up in air, headed in towards the net. Saved by the Battle goalie. Max Youngerman again with it. Pass into the middle. Max Youngerman takes it. Ball back. Passes it across. 2-0 at halftime for the Rockbridge Bruins. This corner kick up, ball in air. Rockbridge Soccer ends the game beating Battle 4-0 as they are headed to Jeff City for their last regular season game before district play. Here now is Rockbridge Volleyball takes on Battle at home. It's senior night for the Bruins as they are led by star junior Ella Swindle. Rockbridge leads early as this ball is set up to Hannah Arneson and spiked down over the net. Serving Maddie Llewellyn as Battle handles the serve well and hits it back over the net as Madison Higgy takes the bump for the spike over. Battle serving now as Emily Marks dives for the ball as the ball is now spiked hard over by Anna Arneson. Before it can get back to Rockbridge side, Hannah Arneson with another huge spike as the ball shot in the air, bumped up by Hannah Dunn to Emma Lee as the Battle player lays out for the ball. Side, Hannah Arneson with another huge spike. Madison Higgy now serving as Battle is able to return it to the Rockbridge's side but out of play. Rockbridge goes on to beat Battle in 2 sets as they lead on to district play.
The 2021 MLB World Series began a couple weeks ago in a matchup between the Atlanta Braves, representing the National League, and the Houston Astros from the American League. The series concluded on Tuesday as the Braves walked away victorious with a 4-2 series win, their first championship since 1995. Braves outfielder Jorge Soler was awarded the World Series MVP as he hit 3 home runs in the series, all of which were lead-changing blasts.
The NBA season has begun and is already bringing some drama into the season, as some expected leaders of the season aren't performing as well and some surprising teams have taken the lead, with the Bulls and the Heat on top of the East and the Jazz, Warriors, and Mavericks on top of the West. As the season is just starting, we'll keep you covered on all the news that turns up.
The Wake Forest Demon Deacons took on the Army Black Knights in Week 8 of college football in a shootout.
In this shootout of a game, Wake Forest would take the lead early with a big run up the middle to secure the 7-0 lead. But Army wouldn't stand still, coming back, dodging, weaving all the Wake Forest defenders in a huge dive to tie it up. Wake Forest, the undefeated team, coming right back with an amazing catch to go up 14-7. And this game wasn't only offense, folks. Wake Forest would come back with a big sack to help stop the Army drive and have a chance to go up by 2. Wake Forest continued their domination with a huge run at the 30, at the 20, at the 10, and a touchdown to secure the 70 points and a big win for Wake Forest. Here's a highlight reel from the undefeated Oklahoma's narrow Week 8 win against the Kansas Jayhawks.
Week 8 college football action as the Oklahoma Sooners traveled to the Kansas Jayhawks, and early on the underdog Jayhawks had control of the game as Devin Neal ran it in for a score there, and then the Kansas secondary picked off Caleb Williams here early on in the second quarter. Things soon changed though as Oklahoma began coming back, first with this Caleb Williams 8-yard pass to Jeremiah Hall for the touchdown, followed soon by a Kennedy Brooks 1-yard score. Fast forward to the fourth quarter, and Oklahoma starts running away with the game as Caleb Williams takes it himself for 40 yards, and the score, that would be the nail in the coffin for the Jayhawks as they lose 35-23.
Now we go to Carter, who tells us a story about the Rockbridge trainer, Phil Thorette.
For many athletes, injuries are common. At Rockbridge High School, the man who deals with these injuries is Phil Threet, the head athletic trainer. I met up with Phil to talk about his past as an athletic trainer and a few insights to what his job really is. Some injuries require more attention than others in order to get back on the field. in this case, a serious knee injury. Phil experiences many types of injuries across the many sports he helps out with at Rockbridge High School. Phil is a very experienced athletic trainer as he's been working at Rockbridge for many years now. Although Phil has been an athletic trainer for all these years, this was not his first passion.
Well, that wraps up this episode of CPS 360 Sports. I'm Shay Moloney.
And I'm Jack Becking. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.